Hello Mila, hello Jack. Hello everyone else who's watching. Welcome to Storytime with Grandad. Today's book is from Mr. Benn and it's Mr. Benn, Zookeeper. Festive Road is unusually quiet today. Everybody seems to be indoors. Even Mr. Benn is sitting in his room thinking how trapped he feels inside it today. So he decides to go to the costume shop. Just the walk along the streets does him good, and he's glad to be out of his little room. In the shop he's not sure which costume to choose. The shopkeeper suggests a dark blue uniform with a peaked cap. Who can it be, Mr. Benn wonders. He tries on the costume and steps outside. All around him there are tropical trees and the sounds of animals. Then he notices there are cages with animals inside them. It's a zoo, and he must be the zookeeper. But something is amiss in this zoo. The animals all look extremely miserable. Soon Mr. Benn finds himself in conversation with a parrot who explains what is wrong. The problem is purely that the cages are too small. Mr. Benn ponders and then has a plan. The parrot loves the idea, as do the animals when the parrot explains it to them. So first thing first, Mr. Benn lets all the animals out of their cages, and they hide amongst the trees and bushes. Next, Mr. Benn runs into the streets of the town, calling out that the animals have all escaped from the zoo. A fearful crowd gathers, and Mr. Benn explains that as all the animals have left the zoo, that must now be the safest place for the people to be. In a frenzy of fright, the crowd rush to the zoo, and the people squeeze and cram themselves into the animals' cages. Slowly, the animals emerge, one by one, from their hiding places. Mr. Benn explains that they needn't worry. The animals don't mean to harm them. They just wanted to illustrate that the cages are too small. We see that now, say the squashed townfolk. Mr. Benn lets them out, and together they all set to making bigger, better cages for the animals. Mr. Benn looks around for the parrot. A man appears to lead him into the parrot house, and Mr. Benn is back in the shop. The shopkeeper gives Mr. Benn a bright red feather, a present from the parrot. Back in Festive Road, things look the same, except that a neighbour has bought a larger bird cage for their pet parrot, and another has let their dog out of the car. Mr. Benn smiles. The end. Goodbye, Mila. Goodbye, Jack. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.